Yes, guys, Manchester United have announced Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as permanent Manchester United manager. Have they made a mistake? Should they have appointed Pochettino? Should they have waited to the end of the season? No, and no, to be quite honest. I'm happy to be. I'm happy. I can't lie, because at the end of the day, what this has done for the club is it's created security. It's created a bit of certainty around the club, and I think we've lacked that for a good while. Maybe since the early days of Mourinho. Probably the Seville game when he got knocked out of the Champions League. But no, I think it's good news for Manchester United, to be honest. Yeah, so I think it's good news. Don't get me wrong, maybe they should have waited to the end of the season and do what they said they should have done. But to be quite honest with you, I think the players needed that bit of a boost. The squad needed that bit of a boost coming into the run of fixtures that we've got coming up. You know, and top four is going to be a massive priority, and we've still got Barcelona to play in the Champions League. We're out of the FA Cup. To be honest, I think it could be a blessing in disguise. Don't get me wrong, if we get smashed by Barcelona and finish fifth, well then no, it's obviously not. But that one less game or games, the rest, I think we're going to need that rest. We're definitely going to need that rest. So in that sense, it's a good thing. If you're still here, I'm going to quickly just ask, can you please drop a like and a subscription and comment down below, and I'll definitely answer your comments in the next one, and I'll get back to you. But should Pochettino have been appointed Manchester United manager? Now, this is my take on it, right? On paper, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer should not be Manchester United's permanent manager. However, I saw it in two stages in regards to what he needed to do to get the Manchester United job. Stage one, get us into a position where we could get top four come near the end of the season. He's achieved that, absolutely. I think he's made up 11 points. We're sitting in fifth at the moment. We're 2 or 3 points off third. So spot on, absolutely bang on, he's got us there. Now the second point for me personally was he had to get top four for me to be like, yeah, let's give him the job, let's give him the contract. And the club have decided to do that without him guaranteeing top four. And do you know what? It's a brave move, and I applaud them for it. I do. I think he got the job as soon as United knocked out PSG out of the Champions League. I think since then they've known they're going to give him the job. They've waited till the international break. They've announced it on, I think, yesterday, the Thursday before the weekend of the Watford game. So it's all tactical to give the club a boost, to give the buzz around the club. It's in the papers. People are talking. They're money men at the moment. They're clever people, so they know what they're going. They know what they're doing. But in regards to Pochettino, let's say, for example, that we did take Pochettino, right? If you go and take Pochettino now, first of all, you're going to have to pay upwards of 40-50 million pounds just to get him out of Tottenham. That's a centre back. That's a right back. That's a midfielder. That's half of Sancho. That's a lot of money, and then obviously you're going to be sending Solskjaer away after the good work he's already done. So I think they've made the right choice. Personally, what I would do if I was Manchester United is give it to Solskjaer. It's good. They're clearly in a position where whether he gets top four or not, he's got the job, because obviously they've clearly given him the job. They've got to back him. They've got to spend the money. And the good thing is, the first season of every manager, they've seemed to have gone in and splashed the cash, and the Glazers are fucking tighter than a single male's anus. That's how tight they are. So yeah, in regards to that, they're going to spend the money, which is good. We need big reinforcements, big names. So get it done, Ed. So giving Ole the job now. Give Ole 2 years. He's obviously signed a 3-year contract, but in 2 years' time, we're going to know whether or not he's going to do the final year. I'm not saying let's get the title next year. No way, I'm not saying that. But we should be aiming for it. 3 quality world-class signings. I personally think a right wing, a centre mid, and a centre back. I'm talking top quality. I'm not talking like, because this is what Ed Woodward does. He always goes for the third and fourth choices because it's cheaper and you can easier to haggle. No, get the first choice players. We're Manchester United. Get the Koulibalis. If it costs 100 million, just pay the money, because this is what you don't understand. Winning, being a winner is what sells. If you invest in the club now and they're up there winning, getting to the final stage of the Champions League, winning the Champions League, being in a title race, that is good business. You're invested. It's like imagine you go to the gym, right? The money that you spend going to the gym, okay, you're investing in it, you're investing time in it, but on the outcome of that is that you're gonna what you get out of doing that. You look good, you feel good, you got confidence, and then that obviously goes into what you like in the normal world. Money can't actually physically buy the good body. Okay, obviously you can do steroids, but you need to still be doing the work. Do you see what I mean? So it's like, in regards to Man United, if you spend the money, invest in the club, you can't actually physically buy success, although PSG and Man City would probably want to argue with you on that, but you can't actually physically buy the Champions League, can you? If you invest in the club and you win it through your investments, it's like the money that you will then regain from that by being a winner, being known as the very best. That is what you're looking to do. That's what we need. That's what Manchester United is. So I think give Solskjaer the summer he needs, and then see what it's doing next season. We need to be Champions League semi-finals, a cup title race, and then the year after that it's a Champions League. We need a Champions League, or we need a Premier League. We need a big trophy, because don't get me wrong, a lot of people still do have concerns over Solskjaer, and I don't blame them. You should have concerns over Solskjaer. If you're just going into this going, oh yeah, like he's a legend, he's done well at the start, give him the job, he'll be fine. There's too much at risk for that. We've gone 6 years without a title challenge. We've spent millions of pounds and got nowhere near a title challenge. It's embarrassing. We need to get it right now. So what I think is, give Ollie the 2-3 years. If it doesn't work out, I personally do think it will. I do think he's a new manager. He's not fucking got the tactical nous of Pep Guardiola yet, let's say, even though I don't actually think Guardiola's that tactical genius that people think he is. He's just got a system of football and he's got quality players, but I'm not going to take anything away from him. City are smashing it. So give him the 2 years, 3 years, see where we're at. If it doesn't work, then you go for Pochettino, because at the end of the day, he will not leave Tottenham now. Real Madrid have got Zidane, we've got Solskjaer, he will not leave Tottenham, plus he's got the new stadium. Let him do 2-3 years, he won't win the title with them. I think that Tottenham squad will now eventually break apart. Kane has come out in the press sort of like sniffing about the fact that he might be potentially moving away. He hasn't said it in such words, but he said about having moved into the stadium, the club isn't able to invest the sort of monies that you need to be at the very top. So he could potentially be leaving. Eriksen's going to be going into the last season of his contract. Vertonghen and Alderweireld ain't getting any younger. Plus, Alderweireld actually might be leaving for 25 million in the summer. Obviously, they've still got quality players and Son. In 2 years, if Solskjaer doesn't work, then you go and he's got even less on his contract. You've got to pay less for him to come out. It's a win-win, really. So don't get me wrong, I want Solskjaer to win, but you've got to look at it in what is the best interest for Manchester United, and I do think that is the best. Give Solskjaer the 2-3 years, back him, but not being funny. We're going to know after the first season whether or not he's the manager for us. I do think that, because if we come 5th or 6th next year, or we're still in the top 4 race, questions are going to be asked about him. So, but if he the number one thing from a Man United perspective is, we are actually, having gone through 5 years of utter shite, we now actually are in a really good position, because we've got a club legend in Ole, scored the winning goal to win us the treble in '99, plays good football. He's now got to secure our top players. He's got to get Pogba on a contract, get De Gea on a contract, get what's his name? Fuck's sake, what's his name? Ander Herrera. Get him signed up, and we're ready to roll. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good from a Man United perspective. As well, if you're a Tottenham supporter as well, you're sort of like, all right, now we can breathe again, because you know that Pochettino is going to be your manager at least for the next season, and you're going to be moving into a new stadium. So yeah, big period of football coming up. You got Champions League quarterfinals, top 4 race, obviously the FA Cup. So strap yourself in, guys. Anyway, if you're here to the end of the video, a big appreciation to you. If you haven't, please give it a like, give it a subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one in a bit.